4:50 p.m. is Sunday, July the 24th, 2022. I am in Jacksonville, Arkansas, and I am going to do some Dorito enchilada hacks casserole, or shall I say Dorito enchilada casserole substitutes. And here's one of the hacks. I don't mess with Walmart ground beef anymore since an incident in Asheville, when I lived in Asheville, North Carolina, maybe around 2016, 2017, so I don't mess with their meats. So I haven't been able to get to Cash Saver Edwards to buy any ground beef or ground turkey. So this is what I'm going to do. I have a taste for a Dorito casserole. And so far I have the party size bag of Doritos, which is approximately how many ounces? We're not going to worry about that. I don't have my glasses on. So I have the party size Dorito casserole. I have some crushed Dorito casserole in this 2-gallon bag from the last time I made Dorito casserole. All right, y'all. Here I have a large can of red enchilada sauce. This is mild flavor. And I use 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Even though you see one, the other's in the garbage. I mix the enchilada and cream of mushroom soup together. And this is what I'm going to use for filling. Wolf brand chili with no beans. I'm going to use that. And a can of chicken in chili sauce Hermel tamales. They do have the beef kind, but this is what I have, the chicken tamale. I will be pulling these out and unwrapping them. And before I do that, I want to show you, so far, this is what I have in my saucepan. I have mixed 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup with 1 can of enchilada sauce together. And one more thing before I pause. Yeah, I will need, for this recipe, I will need some grated cheddar cheese. So let's see what we got. I've got the 1-pound bag of cheddar, medium sharp cheddar. I will use this one first because it's open already. Oh, and by the way, this Martinelli sparkling apple cider is absolutely delicious. One moment while I unravel the chicken enchilada, and then I'll be right back. Oh, and also I have a greased baking dish here, and I will be layering the ingredients. Okay, so I just took some crushed Doritos and placed it here on the base of the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with, you can actually pick the pot up and do this so you don't make a mess. But I'm just going to go ahead and go in with spooning this cream of mushroom blended with enchilada sauce on top of the crushed chips, Dorito chips. Don't worry about that little dark, all that is just broken mushroom pieces from the cream of mushroom soup. And when you blend in the cream of mushroom soup, do not add any water or anything to thinning it out. You want to keep it in its condensed form, because when you add the can of liquid enchilada sauce. It's going to thin it out, so you don't need to add anything additional. So I'm going to just work the corners here. You know, sometimes people think canned goods can be a nightmare, but it depends on your creativity and what you plan to do with those canned goods. It can be quite tasty. You can transform your canned goods into something very tasty and delicious. Wolf Brand chili is not a hearty chili. Y'all, it's mainly just mush. It looks like mushed poop. So if you have a homemade chili, or a more of a heartier chili like Campbell's chili, something chunky, more beefier, use the one on the leaner side, y'all. I've already spooned off the Wolf Brand. Now for the caramel tamales, the chicken and chili sauce one. You simply want to just pull them out, and y'all, this is just a substitute. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Okay, y'all, it's 5:06 p.m. My other device is out of storage space. So I am continuing. This is part 2 of the Dorito enchilada casserole hacks or substitutes. So I'm going to continue with adding the caramel tamale chicken and chili sauce. I do recommend that you do not use Wolf Brand chili, as it is mainly mush. You want something that's hearty. But this is just going to try to speed the process up here as quick as possible. 10-4, just roll these out of this little how tamales are rolled up in a wax paper or corn husk. And you can use anything that to create a casserole. And casseroles typically are consistent of layers of building up things. So I have done this back when I lived in Asheville, North Carolina. I took a full size chicken breast with the rib in it, and I boiled it and let it cool down and stripped it off its meat and pulled the skin off of it, and I shredded. I did like a pull apart or shredded chicken Dorito casserole. Y'all, had some side rice on the side. You're talking about good. And then I even had, like for toppings, sour cream and salsa. It was so delicious. So when you speak of Dorito casserole, the traditional way is to add, browned ground beef or ground turkey. But typically, once you know how to do this, you'll learn how to do. I can even do an all veggie Dorito casserole where it's just rice, like Mexican rice or yellow saffron seasoned rice in there, and it's just as good, because when you add in the grated cheddar, cheese and all. So there we go. Come in with a lot of grated cheddar, mild cheddar cheese, and now I'm going to add some more Doritos. You just crush them right there in the bag. That's what I've done. Okay, y'all, I just spread it over some more crunch crunchy Doritos. As you can see, I'm running out of room. So I am going to layer this up, the rest of the enchilada mushroom soup, on the crunchy Doritos. Be right back. Okay, y'all, I have spread on the rest of the enchilada mushroom Dorito casserole. I'm rinsing out my pan, and I'll come back to this. Go ahead and put some more, just a little bit of cheddar cheese on. I have my oven preheating. And what we want to do is let this bake for about 20, let's see, we're just going to sprinkle that on. I'm going to let it bake for about 25-30 minutes, just until the cheese melts. Y'all, I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil.
Like Blended or Family Dollar? Family Dollar, okay.
All right, y'all. So I have the oven on. My oven gets pretty hot. So I have this like on 350. Go ahead and carefully lift this up and just place it directly inside of the oven. So you want that just kind of loosely on there, and so it's going to help it to steam the chips up and make them tender. So after 30 minutes, it will be ready. Just let it cool down. After 25-30 minutes, turn off the oven, let it sit inside, and then you can serve it with a side of sour cream and salsa, or even rice if you wish, or you can eat it just like it is. Okay, y'all, sour cream is an excellent option after it bakes, and also salsa. Some people make their own homemade salsa, but this is the kind I have, the chunky mild salsa, paste picante. Once it's open, of course, you need to refrigerate it. So this is what I usually serve on the side as an option: sour cream and salsa once it's done. And if you're serving like a lot of people and you want to really stretch this meal, you can also like serve a side of Spanish rice or yellow saffron seasoned rice on the side, and the sour cream and the salsa, and it makes for a tasty dish. It's optional, it's not required. Between 45 and 50 minutes after 5, that would make it about 30 minutes, right? This dish only calls for about 25-30 minutes. Yeah, so at about 25 minutes when 25 minutes pass, I will turn the oven off. I believe that my recorder is not going to allow me to stay in a pause position that long. I've got to get a video blogger camera that allows me to pick up from the previous recording. This one here will time out after a few minutes. So, y'all, I will put the results of the Dorito casserole on the thumbnail. Enjoy. This is a voice overlay. I apologize for the poor quality of an older mobile phone camera used to make this video.